Welcome to Microsoft OneNote. As its name implies, it is a one-note-taking application that you will need for the rest of your career as an educator. Let's get started and see how to use the application. When you first enter OneNote, you will be greeted by a simple user interface. On the left, you have your notebooks, divided into sections, each with their own pages. And here's the canvas itself for the notebooks. To get started on a new notebook, you want to tap the Notebook section, click Add Notebook, and tap New. And here you can choose any color you want. I'll choose red, and I'll title my new notebook Lessons. And thus we have created a new notebook. Now we want to discuss the user interface of Microsoft OneNote more closely. But what exactly do we mean by this? We can define the user interface of any software application as the design that allows a user to interact with the application. Microsoft OneNote has one of the most intuitive and accessible interfaces, making it easy for educators to access its variety of tools as they go with their lesson. This section is called the ribbon, and it is the one that stands out the most. It is divided into 4 sections that each have their own tools, from inserting shapes to drawing on the page. We will soon take a closer look at it. On the left, we have 3 buttons that serve to organize the content. The navigation button displays the notebook list, the section list, and the page list. The search button allows us to look through any content made in OneNote, which is found by typing in the keyword. Finally, the Recent Notes button simply shows what we have been working on recently. The navigation button displays 3 additional buttons that are all lists of content. The notebook list shows us the notebooks we have created. For instance, educators can use this to divide the different courses that they may teach. The section list serves to divide the notebook into smaller pieces. Using the same example, an educator can make different sections for each unit or module that they teach. Finally, the page list displays the content on the page itself. We could put each lesson for the unit in here. On the right, we can find a page that is supported by 2 scroll bars. This is where we can write on our notebook. Now that we know the basic user interface, let's get started on our new project. I'll title this section of my lessons, Algebra, and I'll title my page, System of Equations. Now, if you go to the ribbon and click on Draw, we will find our main drawing tools. It is suggested that you have a touchscreen device, a drawing pad, or even a mobile device to draw, though it is entirely possible to draw with a standard computer mouse. So, we have 4 tools to draw: an eraser, a pen, a marker, and a highlighter. I'll use a pen and solve some math using it. The pen also supports different colors. Let's say I want to emphasize the answer. I'm going to use the eraser button to remove it, and then I'm going to select a different color pen to emphasize it. The eraser gives you size options and a stroke feature. The stroke eraser I find it the most helpful, as it allows you to delete individual strokes as you draw. Now let's go back to the pen and choose a different color. I'll be choosing blue. And once again, I can write the answer. And there we have it. The pen, along with the other drawing tools, also have the ability to change their thickness. If I wanted a finer tip pen, I would go to this region in the ribbon and choose a 0.35mm option. And it would look like this. Now that I have finished my lesson example, I want to assign my students homework. Let's make a new page. Now, I wouldn't want to use a fine tip pen to write my homework. Since I really want my students to complete this assignment, I will use a marker, make it red for emphasis, and make it thick. This way, I can make sure that even the students in the back of the classroom can see the homework. Some miscellaneous features include access to a dark theme, support for a wide array of colors, access to different background styles, support for an equation editor. From its many features to its simple design, Microsoft OneNote allows anyone to capture ideas into a virtual notebook. With the advent of COVID-19, it is especially useful as it can be broadcasted directly from your device. OneNote allows you to communicate efficiently from a virtual setting, making it a highly employed application in the education field. With these tools, I am confident that Microsoft OneNote will be the most useful tool you will use as an educator.